Hello, hello. This is Mirior here with another game of PoxNora. Today I'm playing against PoxProdigy, who is running a split, Foreglass Swamps, and Underdepths. And I have pulled out a deck I haven't recorded in a bit, my Dread deck, Full Fraction Forsaken Wastes. This is what's going to be a first for my videos. This is going to be the last video that I recorded this deck. It's fallen out of my regular rotation for the most part. I wanted to get one more recording in before saying it is retired. I might play another game or two with it in the future, but I won't be recording it again. It's been a fun deck to play. Happy to move on to other things. And the other decks that you've seen me working with. We'll see how this game goes. So my opponent's opened up with a Boarspider. If this is Spider's mix of Foreglass Swamps somehow, I'm here for it. I'd love to see that. This champ is going to be difficult to deal with, has Arrow Eater against a deck that does a lot of ranged. But I did get the right first turn deploy for that situation, which is a Hoarfrost Dragon. Good anti-melee champ. With the mulligan, thankfully. The first deploy was all ranged champions, and that would have been a bad experience. But the Hoarfrost Dragon is a great counter champ here. Can fly over the web the Boarspider weaves. Does not... The Arrow Shield Damage Eater combination is nice. This is a poison deck with Underdepths. Foreglass Swamps has a very well developed poison theme. But no, there's a Pincushion coming down. Doubling down on Arrow Eater. Alright. Great thing about having a flying champ here, I can easily just go into the mid-font. But my opponent will be able to test that just as easily as I can. Boarspider can just keep going. So I want to go ahead and make sure I get my side font. And we're going to send something cheap up there. It's going to be a Wretched Witch, who can contribute some to a fight against Arrow Eaters. Hex goes through Arrow Eater because it's loss of life attack. Mind Wipe Aura is always good. Curse can be a melee attack if it needs to be. I mean, Hex can as well, but Hex doesn't need to be. We'll see how she plays in this situation. But more importantly, what my opponent's deploys is signaling to me is that I need to put down... We have a third anti-range champ. This is just a full-on anti-range deck. I love it. I mean, it's going to be a pain to deal with, but I can deal with it. Alright. And the way I deal with it is by doubling down on whatever melee I have. Which right now, these are the only melee champs I've drawn. Having two of them out is not nearly as good as the one. The Freezing Aura does not stack. But at least this way I can say whichever direction you go, you're running into a dragon. And this dragon can, if left alone, head down towards this side font. Although I think I'm going to have to deal with the pressure from this Boarspider. See other things we have going on. Divert, I need to keep in mind that Divert is up. It's probably on the Boarspider right now. And I would love to have some more melee champions on the board. But failing that, I don't want to deploy a second Wretched Witch. That leaves me very vulnerable to just being pressured. So instead, I'm going to go for a bit of a cheap trick. Drop a Jasper here. Back a bit away. Stay in the font, I think. But keep you from Stay close enough that if you move in to attack the Jasper, I can get a double attack in on you. Just gonna go here. Stay. Let's see. There's options. Make you come to me as much as I can. And buy myself time to draw more melee champions to be able to deal with these guys. The Horfrost Dragons are not excellent fighters on their own. Not enough to deal with that damage shield combo or to deal with you having range and divert. Let's see. The bright side about this being a split is that these arrow eaters are not that high damage. 10 damage, 11 damage. You've got a damage aura. You've got the damage shield. So not nothing. But I'm not dealing with heavy pressure. I'm dealing with difficult to deal with pressure, which is a difference. And I do have options in this deck to deal with range. If I do have to put out actual range champions, I can do a Soul Reave, but with this much anti-range down, I don't want to be playing straight range champions. The Angels, if I draw them, can attack into Arrow Eater. They can use Corruption, make their attacks loss of life. It's a good trick to have in play, and I probably do want to get Angels out if I can. If I find them. They won't help against the Battle Mystic, though. Elusive, I do not have Stunning and Paralyzing in this deck, or Precision. That is just, I need to kill this immediately. Alright, we have triple damage shield on this Boarspider. That is a thing of terror, honestly. Another champ coming down with Punish. Alright. Okay. You're not killing the Jasper, so I'm at least getting that extra damage in on you. Alright, Radiant Blow, Enchant Magic. I do admire the sheer... There's a champ I want to see. This is exactly the fight that you shine in. Alright. Your range, you're not that ranged. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I move in aggressively. Drop a cheap relic, but I can't play champs that I want to play. Or alright, I'm not going to attack the font. I'm going to move over here, keep my font safe, get a double freeze here. Keep you held in place as well. Wait out your aura for as long as I can. Swing down this way, I think. Stay out of your aura range. How long does Enchant Magic last? Okay, Enchant Magic lasts forever. I need ways to deal with you that are not attacking you melee, and I have exactly that. 1 to 3 range. Soul Strike, all of its attacks are loss of life. This is the champ I need to deal with my opponent. And over here, can I get an equipment on you to seal the deal? Only if I move in. I don't want to do that. I want to save Nora. Make sure I have a good deploy next turn. Alright. So both of these champs are frozen. If he doesn't deploy something to this font, I can swoop in and move into it on my next turn. You'll have to... I mean, he'll fight me on it, and I don't think I can beat a Pincushion one-on-one. But... if he's fighting it on me, that's a fight that's happening here instead of in my font. As for over here, if he does deploy down here, I can back off pretty easily. keeping this Jasper doing things for as long as possible. I have the Wretched Rich ready to move in to block this back front. Does have it deployed to take that into account. Only Evasive 2, not the same, and Soul Sphere. Okay, so you got a Relic down here. All damage you... Okay, but it's only damage though. I'm rounded up. It's interesting. It is interesting. Alright. We move down here. We can test the font. Over here. You've turtled. Okay, that's fine. Move you up here. You can double tap me if I go into the font. Probably. What is the play? What do you have? You have stun. You have 5 damage. This is going to go down soon. Okay. Let's see if this works. I hope it does. It does not. It's okay, I can at least get the engagement. And that frees you up to move in. Oh, I should have... Oh no, I didn't have the action points for a charm anyways. Alright. And then... over here, we get... more lots of life champs. Let's finally get this angel onto the board. Alright. The pounce bug not going off hurts, but it's not the end of the world. You've got... my opponent is down to no fonts, and the champs are split up as much as I can split them. Pinkinson's over here, only 7 damage on attack, but the damage aura is going to hurt. Alright, stun coming in there. That's fine. The question is, what is the Temptress going to do? Alright, there is that taken care of. You're trying to kill this dragon as much as you can, but you're not going to have the damage to kill it this turn. Alright. What else can I do? What else? Yes, please move back in here, and I say please do this because I'm planning to cleanse you on my turn. Lost Echoes, what are you trying to kill? Yep, okay, you are getting a kill on the dragon. Slightly disappointing, but means more action points for these runes, means a charge for this rune. And this Boarspider I can start working on. Okay. We do damage here. Yep. They get spread out evenly, that's fine. We cleanse this unit. And... harass. How do we harass? We harass with a Mind Wipe Aura. Those sort of pacified. The name of the game here is Inevitability. $12, and that does apparently trigger the Soul Sphere. That's good to know. I think that is it. There's not much else I can do. Not much else I need to do. Alright. You two are held down here, and the Witch can hold off these two units for a while. There's not any source of cleanse. Alright, enchant magic's back up. That's fine. I have no intention of attacking you in melee at any point. This unit is going to... Okay, you are moving around to make sure you can actually be in the font for when this relic breaks, probably on my next turn. Good play. And a Font of Restoration to heal the Boarspider. That's okay. I can kill that easily enough. And as long as I can keep range damage on you. Okay. Let's keep playing for time. With kill that. You are going to back away. Hit this once. That destroys the Soul Sphere. You are going to... Can I kill? I can just kill this. Hold up. Essence Drain. Double tap, and this is not my fault. And I can still get a champ deploy. Perfect. Over here, we're going to go... We're going to go Continued Harassment. Move over here. Charm. These two can't attack me. Don't stay out of your double tap range. So I'm going to go here. And then you retreat. Don't have to retreat far, but do want to at least stay. In a position where you can't engage both of us and you can't double tap. And then we get another champ down, which is going to be... We'll keep playing for the long game here. I've got a solid Nora advantage. Ah, there's the cleanse coming in. Okay. So I'm probably going to lose the Wretched Witch this turn. Got 8. Oh, Charm is still in effect? What happened? They're defiled. They're defiled from that Soul Reaver. I am not going to be losing the Wretched Witch. I'm going to be causing my opponent all kinds of problems instead. Alright, Ash Demon's coming down, but I've got this font pretty well locked up. It's gonna take a while to get there. Mid-font, the Boarspider is down to 3 damage. Aura is its best source of damage at this point. But I can shred through it pretty easily. I think we can probably get a kill next turn. This is a really interesting deck that PoxProdigy is built. I'm not sure how the Ash Demon fits in. Oh, damage shield, yep. Damage, the combination of damage shields plus... There's a lot going on in this deck. Damage shield plus air readers. There's a lot to like. Alright. You've been doing a lot of lovely stalling. You're trying to threaten my back font now, which is, yes, that is what needs to happen. and you're backing away, which is also what needs to happen. Alright, but I'm going to be able to afford to deploy something up top to defend against this champ pretty easily. What can I do? Over here. Well, the funny thing would be, let's see. I don't think I can get this kill unless I do AoE, unless I use a spell investment, but then I am seeding the font up there. So let's not do that. Let's instead go for... don't have any melee that's not 2x2 in the deck, actually. It's a bit of a problem. Let's just go for a hello, yes, I've got a big bulky champion. You're not going to win that fight one-on-one. And then... if I move down there, are you in fire attack range? No. Alright, move down here, and Hex. Oh, evasive, evasive. Not Arrow Eater. That's a misplay. Alright, so you're probably going to be able to kill the Wretched Witch on your turn, but I can at least go over here. Oh, did you not attack? Ah! Wasted 5 hit points there. And then I move you. Alright, too much time thinking. Corruption, for whatever reason, when you activate it, you can't actually switch over to attacking until after the animation is finished. It's only slightly annoying, but this is the time where it actually comes into play. Alright, Wretched Witch is going to be dying here. My opponent is going to get the font back. Well, I think dying here. 8, 8. You're at 5. So I have to either use a spell. Okay, moved out of dread range to get the kill. That works. But that means I am now one dead champ away from getting a death knell down. So that's fun. This top font is safe again. Of course, it doesn't have anything to do other than run this font. It can't slide through this space, but that's okay. Yep, you're running away as fast as you can. But I should be able to get that kill regardless. Yep, that works. And I am happy to fall back. Actually get the kill that I meant to have. That's fine. I'm gonna get a Hex for the finish. Perfect. I'm happy to let you have that globe. Move you in just to 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I'll stay there. You're welcome to try to move in. But that is... make you come to me. You're gonna have to if you want the font back. Have you fall back just a bit. And get another champ down. At this point, one of the big both the Aero Eater champs are dead. This is still a problem, but loss of life doesn't help with that. I'm going to go with another Angel. This is a problem that Death Knell can fix. Alright. I've now got 3 Dread Champs on the board. My opponent, I have not seen a way of really punching through the damage debuffs. I can take this slowly, but I am going to take this, I think. This is a good position for me. But there could be surprises. There can always be surprises. Alright. Battle Mystic is going to be in Death Knell range next turn. Unless he pulls back, but pulling it out of the fight is just as good for my purposes. Oh, I should not... Okay, I did leave you out of range from the Temptress. I was gonna say I misjudged that, but no, I absolutely planned that intentionally. My next deploy, I think, should go down here to reinforce this font. The question is, do you move in with either of these champions? Or do you give me the mid font? I feel like Kalma's Raging Tides is going to move in. Price of Victory. Okay, who did you give short-lived to Kalma Raging Tides? Okay, that's fine. You're in the font. Welcome to the font. That does mean you get that. Is that going to be a kill? I don't think it's quite a kill for you. Lost Echo makes it a kill if you have both of them. Or even just one of them. That's a kill. And you are going to get the font back. Nice play. Good use of a Price of Victory. There is one drawback to this plan though. Namely, that I can do this. Let's go ahead and get the Death Knell on this champ. And let's get... You're going to be a pain, but I want to make you a pain for as minimal a time period. Let's go up here, get you all struck. Drop that damage down to a nice 3's not a threat. 3's not a threat, but let's make it 2. Alright. And now that your actual anti-range is... Let's bring Caution down as well. Get you in range to provide buffs to her defense. She is intensified at this point. And let's keep stacking things. 4th Dread Champ has hit the table. At this point... Alright, stun. Yes, you've stunned me. Well done. Should have attacked while I was sitting there with the action points. I am planning to just wait this out short-lived, but still, leaving the action points on for Panis was a bad play. Alright, Ash Demon is not quite in range to threaten my font on this turn, but is going to be where it's going. And here comes more Arrow Eater. Okay. That's fine. I've got more ways to deal with that. There you are in the font. Let's go ahead and get you in the font. Let's get... Do I have cleanse for you? I don't think I'm going to now. Alright, you can move this way. Will I lose this champ? Good odds. Will it be worth it? Yes. I do have a Sword Eater. Yeah, let's get you back out of there. Actually. Oh, can't get back out of there because you... Alright, there's one way I can get back out of there. Charm, and now I should be able to do a full retreat. Or a full advance, actually. Get a fear on you, so you can't attack me. Get out of your attack range, so you can't attack me. Have you just go sit over here, I think. Yep, a bash, that's fine. And drop a relic. Alright, you have full-on 0 defense. You can't get... Oh, you can get over to the aspect of death. You're close to death. You've got 2 turns left. You've got also 2 turns left. This is the most actual Dread lockdown I think I've ever had with this deck. I've very rarely given champs actual 0 damage, 3 damage, 6 damage. Alright, there's the surrender I've been waiting for. Good game to PoxProdigy. Definitely an interesting battle group. Enjoyed playing against it. It was a fun puzzle to work through. I really enjoy battle groups that present a meaningful puzzle. And I hope that the Dread deck is also very much a puzzle battle group, and I hope that you found it satisfying to play against as well. As far as the last video goes, this feels like a strong note to end on. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.